WWE has regained the cool factor under Triple. At its various peaks of popularity, WWE's ability to cross over into the realms of sports and pop culture was seamless. The success of the WrestleMania's inaugural installment in 1985 was largely due to the vast amount of celebrities on hand. From Muhammad Ali and Mr. T to Cyndi Lauper and Liberace, every one of them contributed to the show of shows becoming an annual extravaganza and global sensation. World-renowned boxer Mike Tyson's involvement in the WrestleMania XIV main event helped legitimate Stone Cold Steve Austin as the face of the franchise and brought new eyes to the product that was about to take off with the Attitude Era. Even World Championship Wrestling, best known in its heyday as WCW, managed to capture the attention of major media outlets with Karl Malone and Dennis Rodman competing in a pay.per.view tag team main event opposite of each other immediately following the Utah Jazz and Chicago Bulls' iconic NBA Finals series in 1998. Somewhere along the way, wrestling lost that cool factor, and contrary to popular belief, WWE's incorporation of the TV PG rating in 2008 wasn't entirely to blame. Athletes and other notable names continued to make occasional appearances on WWE programming, including as part of Raw's guest host, era that nearly killed the quality of the show for 2 years. WWE's desperate attempt to revive its status as a staple in society coming off as more manufactured than it did organic actively drove away an alarming portion of its remaining fan base. Pro wrestling was never considered an upper-class art form, but following its fall from grace as an accepted piece of pop culture, the industry gradually gained a reputation for being a lowly form of entertainment. However, the overwhelmingly positive response to the company's presence at the first-ever Fanatics Fest in New York City the weekend of August 16 proved that WWE's mainstream appeal may finally be back to where it once was. WWE frenzy at Fanatics Fest. WWE's WrestleMania Fan Access event has gone through countless iterations since its inception in the late 1980s, recently being resurrected as WWE World this past spring. It's arguably the biggest pro wrestling fan convention of its kind, complete with exhibits, memorabilia, merchandise, meet and greet opportunities, and more. Fanatics Fest at the Javits Center in New York City encompassed not only WWE, but also the MLB, NBA, NHL, NFL, UFC, and other sports organizations. Current and future Hall of Famers such as Derek Jeter, Tom Brady, and Kevin Durant were available for photos and autographs throughout the weekend, yet it was the WWE talent who sold out soon after going on sale. Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Rey Mysterio, Bianca Belair, and many others stole the weekend with long lines for their meet and greets and panels. Additionally, the patented Make Your Own entrance area was the busiest and most entertaining of all the activations the event had to offer. WWE outshining virtually every sports organization in attendance is enough of an indicator that wrestling is, in fact, the hot ticket right now. It was wise to emphasize the element of fun and remind former fans what they've been missing out on. Jey Uso's infectious entrance music was played during an NBA playoff game in May. Roman Reigns' walkout song also went viral over SummerSlam weekend for being played at a nightclub. On WWE TV this year alone, top-tier NBA players Tyrese Haliburton and Jalen Brunson went face-to-face in a SmackDown ring at Madison Square Garden, a confrontation the crowd clearly approved of based on its raucous reaction. George Kittle, a well-documented WWE enthusiast, was shown sitting ringside for his friend Bayley's big championship win at WrestleMania XIV, 1 year removed from getting in the ring for a segment with Pat McAfee on the grandest stage of them all. Treading that fine line between sports and entertainment, two terms WWE has been intentionally synonymous with for decades to avoid associating with its wrestling roots without it feeling forced. is what gives the product that certain spark it's long been lacking. The relevancy of wrestling during the Attitude Era in particular may be forever unmatched, but WWE is doing everything right when it comes to regaining the goodwill of its audience and making headlines for the right reasons while doing so. Please subscribe the channel. Share this with a friend. Thank you.